Hey guys, in this video I want to share how you can reach an A2 level in any language. I will share my strategy. Okay, so first you need to reach the A1 level, of course. I didn't know if you watched my previous video where I'm talking about my personal list of the 200 most important words. I recommend you to watch this video because that's the trick to reach an A1 level, in my opinion. So check out the link here. That's the first step. If you reached the A1 level, then it's really important to use your knowledge. So it's really important that you know all those words, all those conjugations of the verbs. That's the first step, and then you need to practice it a lot, maybe for 2 or 3 months, and then you can reach the A2 level if you practice it for 2 months. But how do you practice it? That's the second question. Okay, I think it's really important to know someone who speaks this language. There are different ways how you can practice with a native speaker, and then you should speak it daily, or maybe a couple of times a week. So you could use Facebook to write together, or you could use Skype or any other tool. It's just important that you speak it a lot, and then automatically you will learn a lot of other words which you didn't know before. At the same time, you could study more by yourself by learning other words. Okay, I just have a video where I have the 200 most important words, but there are other verbs like to use or to bring. Learn all those verbs with the right conjugations, and try to make a selection by yourself of the words which are necessary in daily life, because that's what you need if you want to have an A2 level. It's important that you can live in another country and that you know daily expressions. So then you should learn verbs which are not necessary. Don't learn useless words. Okay. The second advice which I have to go from A1 to A2 is the next advice. I call it vocabulary similarity research. So what I do is that I'm looking for words which are really similar to any other language which I'm also learning. So for example, I'm teaching Dutch on my YouTube channel. Dutch is a good example. Okay, it's similar to English. So if you're doing this research, it's good to know words which are almost similar to English, the language which you already know, because then you're saving a lot of time. So for example, let's take some Dutch words like beer, coffee, and thee. In English, it's beer, coffee, tea. You hear? Beer, coffee, tea, beer, coffee, tea. It's really similar, right? So if you're trying to research it by yourself and you have like a really long list of words which are almost the same, then you have, I call it free vocabulary. You know a lot of words and you don't need to study so intensively. So that's really relaxed. What you also can do to save time is that you're talking to a native speaker, and the native speaker could say you all those words which are similar to any other language. So for example, if you have a native Dutch speaker like me, I know English as well on a fluent level, then I could make this list for you. And that's also what I'm going to do for you in the next lessons of learning Dutch. So like, I don't know if you're following my Dutch lessons. In the first lesson series, I'm talking about the 200 most important words. And then step 2 is the same strategy which I'm explaining now. So I'm showing a lot of words, maybe 200 or 300 words, which are similar to the English vocabulary. And then it's going really easy because, like it's like eating, for example, maybe a word. I like to make, to compare something. If you're eating a fish and you don't need to eat those bones anymore because I already put them out for you. So that's actually what you're doing. You're learning really fast, and when you're using all these elements which I just called, you can easily reach an A2 level after 2 or 3 months. So make sure that you practice it daily. It's also important to go to spots where you have a lot of tourists. So for example, shopping malls or other touristic areas. So don't be shy to practice the language. And if you're doing this and you feel confident, then you will easily reach the A2 level. Okay, in my next videos I will talk about how you reach B1, and in another video how you reach B2. It's step by step. Right, cheers.